This episode is brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever think about switching insurance companies to see if you could save some cash? Progressive makes it easy. Just drop in some details about yourself and see if you're eligible to save money when you bundle your home and auto policies. The process only takes minutes, and it could mean hundreds more in your pocket. Visit Progressive.com after this episode to see if you could save. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Potential savings will vary. Not available in all states.
Hi, I'm Brandi Redmond.
I'm Stephanie Holman.
And this is your weekly dose of BS.
And we're back to my house.
Yes, we
I
are.
love this. This is
I do
so
too.
nice.
I'm like curled up on your couch. Yeah, I can do this every day, actually.
It's so fun.
I'm going to move in.
You know what? We're going to start having like
I'm going to be Ron's roommate.
pajama party podcast.
Yeah.
We will just look like the biggest. Well, I already look
We
like
can
a hot
have
mess
wine
today,
night podcast, pajama party podcast.
Perfect.
Yes.
We can have Taco Tuesday podcast.
Oh, yes. We'll just be crunching away on
Oh my gosh. We are officially 1 month away from your show airing.
Yes.
We are. Can you believe it?
Are you nervous? Are you
It feels
excited?
like yesterday that I was just talking about it in a confessional. Oh, yeah, I was.
Oh, it was yesterday. Yeah, it was. It was. How do you feel, Brandi?
I feel good. I think that this year was a different type of year for me. And for that, I'm grateful.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like, I think each and every year you learn a little bit more about yourself and about the people that you surround yourself with. And, one thing that I think you were talking about last time was like being in a relationship and going through things, and you learn, different things about how to have compassion for people and all of that. And I think that also is towards this particular journey that we take. Don't you think?
Yeah. No, I think you do. Like, I feel like even, I don't know, I think for me, like, even whenever you like don't disagree with somebody or they get on your nerves, you kind of like used to, I would not really honor the journey as much. Like, I would just hate the journey. But I think for me, I've learned to like, I have so much more respect for the women that do it. Like, I feel like every year I realize more and more that like, this is an ensemble cast. And even when you disagree with somebody, they're putting their lives out there too. So you kind of honor each other more, I feel like.
Yeah.
Which makes a difference. Cause then I think it's not, cause there was a time, especially on our show, where I felt like it was very much like almost 3 against 3, it's almost like groups, right? Like you had your cliques and then it was like one against the other. And I don't think that that's the way that it needs to be. And for me, it took me a few years to learn that. And I think whenever you make that shift, it's a lot easier because you can disagree with your friends.
Right. I mean, some people have a hard time with it.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
yes, you can.
Yeah.
I mean, and I think that's the one thing is like staying true to yourself and like just, even though somebody might be wrong and your friend, like, making sure that you're holding them accountable. And I think it really teaches you that. And it also, I think in just real life, it teaches you that, you just really don't have time for like really BS, except for unless it's this BS.
Yeah, this BS we have time for, but no, yeah, but you're right, because whenever I do have downtime from the show, I like it to be as drama free as possible because it is so exhausting. And I think for me, probably the same with you. I just want to have fun.
Yeah, same.
And but I will say, I always, no matter what happens, I always get every week I get a little bit more anxious because life kind of explodes. For the good, the bad, whatever, but it does. Your life explodes for a period of 4 months, and it's just like sometimes I feel like my life is running away from me, and I'm chasing it. So just like kind of maintaining my same level at my house and in my life where I'm very present and not focused on the outside noise is always really hard for me. So that's my goal this year.
Yeah, I love it.
Yes,
very nice.
Yes.
Well, I wanted to ask y'all some questions that even I don't know the answer to.
Is this truth or dare?
Kind of, no, not really. Just in regards to y'all's experience, like with housewives and all that stuff. Are you ready for my grueling questions?
Yeah,
maybe.
Okay. What did your husbands think when you told them that you were entertaining the idea of being on a reality show?
Well, for me, it wouldn't have been the first reality show.
Really?
Well, yeah, because of the Making the Team.
Oh, yeah.
And, Brian was kind of like, oh, yeah, sure, go for it. And then once we got the green light, because Stephanie and I think that this was a show that they had been casting for a while. And one of our dear friends, she was asked to audition for it, and then they asked her about other people, and she said, you have to meet my friends Stephanie and Brandi. Mm-hmm. They're crazy. They keep everybody laughing when we go on vacations. They're like no other. And then so they looked at Stephanie and I, and it was kind of like instant that I feel like it happened overnight.
Oh yeah.
And so we were kind of the missing piece, if you will, to the group,
because we were definitely the last to get cast. But also, here's a secret that people may or may not know. Before Most Eligible Dallas, there was a casting group in Dallas looking to cast. It was a group of men and women at the time, and it was like all over the place. Like they had like single, married. I don't know if they knew what they wanted, but we auditioned for that. We had little bitty babies, and we were hot messes. But like up until the day before they gave the contracts out, they told us that we were a shoo-in and we would get a contract any day. Yeah. And then they changed the dynamic because they could not find enough like family, like women with children. So it made no sense for us to have kids and nobody else to. And then they changed it and went with Most Eligible Dallas.
Wait, so when was this?
This was Chancing and Brooklyn were babies.
They were like babies.
We auditioned with them as babies.
Yeah.
And
what was the show going to be?
It was potentially a housewife show, is what we were told.
Yeah. So they were looking at a bunch of different things. So there were like, but they were looking at a bunch of different people trying to figure out groups. They're looking at like women with women with families, which were Brandi and I. They were looking for like single people. They were looking for so they were looking for a bunch of different dynamics to see what it was. And then I think she called you, the woman that was casting, because we were supposed to get it any day, and we were both like, oh my gosh. And then she was like, they just could not find.
Right. Yeah, they could. And she said, we would love to keep shopping with you and Stephanie because y'all are so amazing together. And I was like, you know what? That was like 8 months we sat around, did a reel, all this stuff.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's okay. We're going to move on with our regular lives.
Well, because we both wanted to have more babies. And
so it's kind of like, And
it was so much work. But I will say, in life, whenever something's going to this is going to sound really crazy, people listening, but in life, when you just feel like something's going to come back around and happen, like after that, and even after that show came out, like Brandi and I always, we both always felt like we would still do something with Bravo. We always felt like it would circle around. Like in my heart, I always knew it would come back around. And same with you.
No, it's kind of
weird. Yeah.
It's kind of, I think, I don't know if it had something to do with just like, we're so natural together, and like people just all be like, oh my gosh, they just want to hang out with us, which is cool. But like, and I think it's cool because we're able to share that relationship with, the world. And I don't know. So, and then people feel like they're a part of us, which is really cool. And it means so much to us. And so, yeah.
And I think everything's in God's perfect timing, because we talked whenever we got greenlit for this show, and we kind of went in at the same with both shows. I think because we were so let down with the first time, that this time when we auditioned, we just were super bored. And I think we made it more of a big joke in our lives because we didn't think anything would happen. So we were like, okay, let's just go have fun and like let loose. And I think that actually helped us during the audition process, because we were able to fully be ourselves, because we thought nobody would ever see it. And then whenever it got greenlit, we were like, okay, well, let's do it. But I think, whenever you're auditioning, it seems like such a long shot. And then whenever you get a contract, it kind of hits you that this is for real. And I remember doing the first scene at my house with Brandi, the one where Cruz throws poop in the pool, season 1. And and we dress up, Gail and Oprah. But Brandi, I felt like was so comfortable on camera. I was very nervous, and I was in my head so much that I remember crying for like 2 or 3 days, like straight, because I felt like I offended so many people. And now I just realized that you're going to offend people no matter what. But it was really scary.
I know. And that's the way you have to like look at it is it's like if you were hanging out with if you're hanging out with your best friend and you're just like goofing off, like, and that's the way we have to stay true to ourselves. And like, you know what, we're not trying to offend anybody. We're just being silly and ourselves most of the time. And, you know, but I think that that's part of it. When you put your life out there, people are going to judge you a little bit, and we're a lot, and we just have to be okay with it.
Yeah. And
and apologize. Cause if we do offend people, we get it. But at the same time, that was not our intent at all.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, absolutely. Yeah. I think you definitely learn. And then you also learn, like the first season, we would both call each other crying all the time, like with the episodes, because you get people can be so harsh on social media. And then now you kind of realize that they're looking for a reaction, right? And they're looking to hurt your feelings. But I think the first season was definitely the hardest. And then the seasons after, I will say, even for first-time housewives, people don't know you season 1. So they're very critical of you. And it's almost like they want to hate you almost. And you kind of have to prove yourself to the audience. And I think it takes a few years, a few seasons for people to really know you and for them to understand who you are and to rally behind you in the good and the bad. Yeah. So it's a growth process, I think, with this show.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, so I have been on a spending spree lately, and that's not normal for me. I know that's normal for you, Stephanie.
I am always on a spending spree. I will tell Trey, I'll get on to Trey, I'll be like, okay, we cannot spend any more money. And then I'll go to the store and online shopping, and then I'll buy like a million other dresses that are on sale. I like sales. So I like saving money.
Oh my gosh. Okay, do you use Honey? I downloaded this on your computer, but have you seen it yet?
Yes, because I was online shopping the other day, I think at Sephora, and it popped up and it had like a ton of different coupon codes.
Did you use it?
Yes, so even if things are 70% off, I will get online and Google like coupon code in whatever store, and then I'll kind of filter through and find them. But I love this because it does all that work for you. So it just kind of pops up.
Yes.
And tells you the best deal and the coupon code to use.
No, it's the best thing because I always try to find a coupon code, and half the time they're expired or they won't work or whatever. But Honey goes through whenever you're on a website, it pops up in this little widget on your computer. It's completely free to download. And shows you the best coupon code, or it'll tell you if you're getting the best deal. And it saved me the other day I was buying something. I don't know what it was. I think it was Amazon. And I saved $30.
And I love that it's completely free and it just takes 2 clicks to install, which is so easy.
It's really one of those things why wouldn't you download it? Because it's free to download and you're saving money.
The best things in life are not always free, but obviously, yes, they are. Thank you, Honey. If you would like to use Honey, again, it's free, easy to install on your computer in just 2 clicks. You can shop with confidence and get Honey for free at joinhoney.com/weeklydose. Again, that is joinhoney.com/weeklydose to start saving.
Yeah. And if you shop online as much as Stephanie does, you will save a lot of money.
Oh, I save much more than your $40. I'll tell you that.
Oh,
much.
I know you do. I know a lot of people say that do this kind of thing, that they forget that the cameras are there. When did y'all become comfortable and forget that the cameras are there? But you kind of always know they're there.
Yeah. I've said this before, but we've been very, very fortunate to have such an amazing crew that have been with us since the beginning. And they treat our children with so much love and respect, and they treat us that way. And when they come into our home, they're very respectful. So in a sense, they become like family, or they have become like family. And I know that we love them, we care about them. And, we do hear stories about other housewives and how they have to bring in their own porta potties to go to the bathroom because they won't let them use even the bathroom in their homes or eat in their homes.
Oh,
and
the crew?
Yeah, you hear
That's
about
horrible.
You hear about other reality shows that are like this, maybe not housewives, but I just couldn't imagine and what's crazy to me is they will still have the courtesy to ask, can I do this? Can
I eat in your house?
And oh my God.
I don't expect you to eat in my garage.
No,
That's weird.
Go sweat your ass off and eat your food outside. No, that's not, that's just not who we are as individuals. And I just think it takes, if you think about it, they are
away from their families.
Yeah. And they spend so much time with us, energy. And sometimes I'm like, I'm so sorry it was boring today. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like I'm apologizing, especially when I'm with my children, because when I'm with my children, it's crazy. And that's another thing that I'd like to say is that people think that they know our children as well and think that they know how we raise them. And that to me is very, very, very hurtful, because that's like our pride and joy and like one of the things that we feel like we want to protect the most. And, and I think that, people have opinions, and sometimes those opinions are not right, and we can't help, like every child has a bad day. Every child has a temper tantrum. And I think that you're just, some people get to see it and they think like, oh my gosh, thank God. Like
I'm not the only one.
I'm not the only one. And then others just jump to judging. And I just want to say, go F yourself.
I will say that is like, you can talk about me all you want, even Travis, because he can handle it. He does not care what anybody thinks of him. But I mean, truly, because he can handle it. But like, if people are negative, or if people are just nasty about my now 8 and 10-year-old child, I mean, they go to school, they have a life, they're in a lot of activities, and and I do always ask my kids before every scene, do you want to do this? Do you not want to do this? But sometimes they're there for so long and they just get anxious. And also they are friends with the crew, so they try to act out and make them laugh, which is really hard. Because
that's what you did season 1.
Yes. Yeah. Well, which is what we did season 1. But it's hard to punish your child on camera, because no matter what you do, you will be criticized. And that's the hardest thing. And I remember, I think it was maybe earlier this year or last year, there was maybe it was this year, but I remember getting a call from one of the producers, and she was like, like you're like, I was pulling back my children a lot because people are so negative, and they are such a big part of my life, but also I'm a mama bear. So whenever I feel like there is negativity surrounding them in any way, I would rather protect them than show my entire life, which I know isn't probably what I signed up for, but it is, I feel like that's what's doing best for my family. And then, so there are times whenever I do find myself pulling back, but I do think that they are part of our lives, and they're my favorite thing about myself, that they're the best thing I've ever done in my life. And for me, I agree with you, because whenever you get people that are negative, I'm like, okay, I would love to live in your house for a month and see that you have like perfect kids that never like have a bad day. I mean, that would be amazing. Please write a book and give it to me.
Yeah, write that book, girl. Or boy.
Whoever you are, write that book and give it to me, because every kid has bad days.
Yep.
So if you could do anything differently from the beginning of like season 1 to now in regards to the show, what would you do differently? Is there anything you regret sharing or doing?
I regret holding back in the beginning. I was so scared that I really thought that you had to show like a pretty perfect life for people to like you. And I regret not being more honest about who I was. I really do, because I feel like I held back a lot. I feel like I went and filmed probably the first, maybe even few years. I felt like I was holding my breath the whole time. I was very scared. I didn't let my guard down with my castmates. I just kind of went in, but not fully in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I probably regret, I think I regret the most is not communicating with Stephanie and like right whenever something bothered me, and letting it fester and boil over, and then letting, a little bit of like jealousy with like her relationships with some of the other ladies get in the way. And I think like just not being upfront and honest with her. And then it turned into essentially a storyline for the show. And I regret that so much, because we missed like a whole summer together. And yeah.
Oh my God, that's so sweet.
You want to cry? Sorry.
No. That's really sweet. Actually, I regret that summer too. But you know what? I say I regret it, but at the same time, I'm glad it happened. Please don't ever let it happen again, though, because I think for me, I think it made me realize how much I loved you, and I've always thought of you as a sister. But whenever you have something that you love so much taken away from you, it felt very much like a death to me. Like I felt like I was mourning a friendship, and I didn't know what the right thing to do was. And I probably did all the wrong things during that time because I just harassed you, to try to get you to talk to me, which probably wasn't the right thing to do. But at the same time, I think that now we have a much better communication, and this is even for marriages, this is a really hard thing to go through. Like doing a show like this when you're married really can put a huge strain on your marriage, because you are pulled in so many different directions. And then sometimes I ended up hurting Travis's feelings without realizing it, because I would make him the butt of my jokes, and trust me, I probably did it this season too. Sorry, babe. But I feel like for you and I, I feel like we were both, it was the first season so hard. And I think we were both in such pain, and we didn't know. And I think that we were just trying to survive. And, so I don't think anybody has any fault in that. I think it was literally just two girls whose life went from 0 to 1,000 in a blink of an eye. And it was really hard to navigate. And I think that we were just trying to, I think we were both in survival modes. I really do. Looking back on it, it was such a hard time. And I think I think we leaned on each other maybe too much at one point, but also I feel like it was easy to take frustrations out on each other because it was so hard.
Yeah.
And the only people that understood it were us, and the only people we could talk to were each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
I feel like an experience like this will either make or break any sort of relationship, because even in y'all's marriages now, I guess before y'all would go out and, everyone kind of knew your husbands just from around town, but now everyone knows you. And so it's this flip. And so it's kind of just a strain on your friendships and your marriages. And it's something you definitely have to get adjusted to, that you really can't talk to anyone else about except the people that are in it with you.
Yeah.
It is kind of like a culture shock.
Yeah. But
your life does flip.
Yeah. But I think you have to be really careful. Like one thing I've learned is I think season 1, whenever it was going on, that's all we kind of talked about, because we kind of lived, breathed it. Right. And it was it was such a shock to the system.
We just didn't know what to expect.
Yeah.
And it's just, I don't think that you can even describe it because you just,
and I think it's different for people that join now, even season 2 or now, because you have to realize it was hard because you think it's going to be one way. You do it and think, oh, people are going to be happy for you, and it's going to be lighthearted, and people aren't going to take it seriously. And then you get in it, and people can be so mean. Not only that, but the city that we lived in, it was really hard, to read articles and hear things, even on the radio and everything, where people are just dogging you as a person. And I'm like, they don't even know me.
Right.
It's just really hard. And then you go and do all these interviews, and then you read the article or you listen to it, and the person just writes horrible things about the group as a collective. And, and it was just it was really, really hurtful, I think.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was really hurtful. It was just kind of you lose a lot of friends too. People turn their back on you. People judge you. Mm-hmm. So it's almost it's like 1,000 deaths in 6-month period.
Yeah. I think it's such a huge testament to your whole cast of how you all have handled this transition relationally, because show me another housewife franchise where they have not gone through a divorce in the course of 4 seasons.
Yeah. I mean, that's one thing I hope for everybody, because life is hard.
We need to knock on some wood.
Knock on some wood right now. But you know what I will say with the marriage and our cast is I do think we're a very young show. So I know one time I said something in an article and everyone was like, well, you're only 3, it's only 3 seasons in. But I will say, I think what I love about this group of women, at least I can say, what I've experienced is like we all support each other's marriages and families, and that's important. And I never want to see anybody that I love go through anything. However, if somebody on our show is miserable and in a relationship they're not happy with and they get divorced, then that also is, that's not necessarily a bad thing. Because I think it's, so I'm not saying divorce is, horrible all the time, because sometimes people are in a situation where nobody knows it's bad except for them. And so for me, I just want everybody to be happy as they can be.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
We're like sitting here holding hands like we are boyfriend, girlfriend.
Well, so how do you feel the show has changed you for the better?
I think like for the better, it's been, and I think I speak for both of us, that, whenever you become a mom, everything, like we gave up our careers to become mothers. We, and then all of a sudden we are like taking care of everything at home, children, and you kind of lose a little bit of, you become selfless and you lose a little sense of like who you are, and everything is about the child and taking care of them.
And about your husband.
And yes.
And their dreams,
that, and it kind of sucks, like knowing that you get an allowance. Basically, you're like, wait, I'm back to high school where I get an allowance. So I think that it gives you a little bit of financial freedom to know that, okay, wait, now I'm doing something and I get to see myself learn from my mistakes. And like a lot of people don't get that gift, because I think if you look at it as like, oh, wow, I get to see myself. I see the way that I react to my husband, my children, and it may not be the best reaction, but how many people get to watch it and then fix it?
Yeah.
And like with our friendship, like everything. And, and the crazy thing is like you get to see it, then you relive it, and then you have to talk about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And talking about it, you get to
therapy.
Yeah, it is. But it's like the probably the scariest therapy that you can go through in front of Andy Cohen.
Oh yeah, it is. Like, oh, I hate that.
Yeah, because you're like, oh my gosh.
If I'm ever not at the end
of the reunion couch.
At the reunion couch, I will shit my pants. I'll be like, no, that is my spot.
Oh my gosh. I know, it's so funny.
That is my safe zone. I feel so safe there.
Yeah. And it's different. It's kind of cool because it's different. Not a lot of people get to say that they,
I mean,
a housewife.
No, because there's like,
or a lot of people can.
100 and I don't know how many now, but at one point, I mean, it's just a little over 100 women who's ever done the franchise. So it is like very special. I think it's, we're doing something really cool in pop culture, and we'll look back when we're older, and I think you will never regret, the things that you do in life, especially if you put yourself out there. But I think definitely for me, getting financial freedom was really nice, and just kind of having something like even the podcast I can say would never probably come if we weren't on this franchise. So doing things that you really enjoy doing, even outside of the show, has been really, really fun, and being successful outside of the show and on your own has been really cool. And then I am very conflict avoidant, and I still have a really hard time with it, but I've never in my life put my feelings first. I've never really thought that I always try to diffuse things instead of being true to myself and how I feel. And I've never really honored myself. And I'm trying to do that more and more. So for me, I think it puts me out of my comfort zone. And I truly believe the only way you grow in life is if you get out of your comfort zone and try new things. And I realized that, if I tell people that they've hurt my feelings, or I put my feelings out there, then that doesn't mean that I'm going to go to hell.
You're not going to go to hell. You can say you don't care when you don't care.
Yeah. And I used to not care and pretend like I did, because I don't know. So I would like to be, I'm still working on it, but I'd like to be a little bit more open and I don't know, and just like more vocal about the way I feel in the moment, because I think a lot of times fear holds me back because I'm so scared of hurting people's feelings, even though some people don't mind hurting yours at all. So there you go.
I feel like it's given both of you like a new sense of empowerment and freedom, and almost like an added purpose in a way. Just kind of with the things you've shared on the show. Like Steffi was telling you the other day that someone at my bar was talking about how cool is you kind of broke the housewife mold, and that it's supposed to look like this perfect lifestyle, and talking about your mental health struggles, how that is something so real that a lot of people deal with, that you can take away from the show and say that I've done something good with that. Yeah. And I know you've talked a lot about kind of your struggles with that, and even just how other people go through that. And I know like Talkspace is one of our partners that we've mentioned. And just as a great resource. I feel like you've given a lot of good resources to people through just through this platform.
Yes. And Talkspace is one of our partners, and they are just a group that I really love. I love that they do so much good. I think that, therapy, mental health, seeking help whenever you need it, seeking help for your children, because a lot of teenagers, I feel like that's such a hard age for young adults. And, having somebody to talk to that you really feel safe with is a really amazing, amazing gift. And what I love about Talkspace is they have over 5,000 therapists, and you can talk to somebody the same day. Because a lot of times when you're dealing with something and it's really painful, you don't want to wait 1 or 2 weeks to have a conversation and to figure out your next steps. So I think it's amazing that they are same day therapists. You can also do audio, text, picture, video messages. And I was just thinking about like even the text, a lot of times texting a therapist whenever you're in, say, a really bad relationship or an abusive relationship, and the partner is in the next room, you really can't, it's hard to talk to somebody. Mm-hmm. But texting is something I think that is so safe. And that's, I think, a really great option for them to give. And another thing that I love, I've seen therapists off and on my entire life, and therapy is so, so, so expensive. Oh my gosh, it's insanely expensive. I spent tens of thousands of dollars on therapy. But I think it's really cool that 1 month of therapy on the Talkspace platform is about the same amount as one single face-to-face session. And you never have to wait, which I think is the most important thing. Talkspace has more than 5,000 licensed therapists who are experienced in addressing all the challenges that we face. To match with your perfect therapist for a fraction of the price of traditional therapy, go to Talkspace.com and make sure to use our code WeeklyDose. That's one word. And that is to get you $65 off of your first month. Again, go to Talkspace.com and use our code WeeklyDose for $65 off of your first month.
I think it's so cool that you can use a platform like this to promote mental health awareness.
But I mean, I think even like, I think there's been a lot of really cool things, like even, adoption, like Brandi is the first person to ever adopt a child, and to see that process. And I think that's just really cool. And I think it's something that people can kind of learn from. And I think, and it brings awareness to it can bring awareness to all kinds of issues. And there are so many kids that need a home, and even putting that out there, I'm sure you've helped a lot of people get a lot of children get forever homes.
Yeah. I mean, it's crazy. And I even think that it's such an amazing thing, like Nene, to watch the struggles she went through with her marriage, and for them to break up and then realize that they are meant to be together. I mean, it's just a beautiful thing. And we got to see that relationship on happen, and it's crazy. Absolutely. And it's beautiful. And I think, for me, even season 1, the struggles that Brian and I went through, and to see that we fought through it, and people are like, oh my gosh, y'all went from this into now y'all have this beautiful baby boy.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's crazy. So I do think that the Housewives has offered a lot of amazing things from, it's real. The stuff that we go through is real, and for us to share that and people to grasp onto it, and to think that, oh my gosh, like they're
not alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know how many kids have been adopted out since you shared that last year?
Oh my gosh. I don't know the numbers off the top of my head, but I know that it's significant.
I know it was like upwards of like 40 or 50. And that was, 6 months ago whenever I talked to them about that.
Crazy.
Isn't that crazy?
So
that is so incredible. Yes.
So cool.
Yeah.
Speaking of kids, what have your kids said about this experience? I will say the other day when I picked up Chance Cruz in Oklahoma,
God bless,
got in the car, and Chance like, will the cameras be there when we get home? And I was like, no. And he's like, oh man. And I was like, why? He's like, well, I want to show my Yeezys.
I want to show my Yeezys. Yeah. He has zero idea they're fake.
And then Cruz like, you're fake.
They're fake. I did not tell Cruz they were fake because
what's his one weapon?
Yeah. So I'm like, no, they are real. They are real Yeezys. Real cheap.
Did he listen to the podcast a few weeks ago? Is that how he knew?
I don't know. If he did, I'm concerned for my 8-year-old.
No. You know what? It's great. They love they love the crew as individuals, but I think that sometimes they look at it as like, oh gosh, they're taking away time from mommy, because we do have to travel with it, and
that's hard.
Sometimes we're away during their practices and things like that, and so they look at it as like, okay, they're taking away. And it's funny because I'm like, your dad is gone all the time, and you never give him a headache. So
yeah, I think that's the hardest, because here's the deal. Like whenever we're in town, unless there's something you just cannot get out of, I do think that they're really good about letting us attend as many games, practices, everything as we can, right?
Right.
But whenever you try to do like cast trips, like there are some times where you really don't have the liberty to be like, no, I can't travel that week. You kind of have to do what the group does.
Mm-hmm.
You also have such a short window of time.
Yeah.
Those trips are usually...
Yeah, and I know people love the 2 cast trips. Personally, I would rather do one again. They are freaking exhausting. Right? I'm like, let's just do the big one and call it a day. Or just do like a small one. The cast trip should be like, we are going to go stay in a hotel in Texas.
Oh my gosh. That would
down
be
the street.
Well, we could just come stay at your house.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Yeah. We are working at your house. We'd be like Big Brother.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be good. It would be so good.
And the most annoying gets eliminated. We'd be eliminated first.
Oh, yeah, when then we go to the bar. We'd have to get our cheers immediately.
I actually enjoy the cast trips, but not when they're too long and not the long flights.
I feel like you do need your cheers on your trips, though, because that's always when the alcohol's flowing.
Need cheers on the trips. And I'm very fortunate to say that we did have cheers in Thailand.
Oh, we did. Yes, we did.
You took your cheers?
Yeah,
yes.
I did. Yes, I did.
And Brandi and I roomed together. So
Yes,
we did have some cheers.
Cheers, sisters.
We were
Did y'all share it?
cheersing.
Sisters.
Well, Brandi shared because at that time, I got a new bottle. Thank you, cheers. But Trey stole mine.
Yes, he did.
Because he
I'm a sharer.
Yeah, Brandy's a sharer. You're just rude.
You're a thief.
You are the thief. Yes. You are a thief.
Well, I'm happy you shared that.
Yeah, no. So, no, cheers is amazing. It is so, honestly, it's really actually healthy for you.
Mm-hmm.
You could take it like not even when you're drinking, because it's really good for you. But
I mean, I take mine if I have one glass of wine, because sometimes even like one glass of wine, I'll wake up not feeling the best. So I take mine. Well, I just take mine all the time. I'm maybe a hypochondriac, but I take my cheers.
yeah,
Getting old sounds awful.
It's like whether you drink a little or a lot, you can take cheers after night out and you'll feel at least 50% better the next morning. I mean, this is actually true, people.
Yes.
Because especially when we're on trips, because I will be like, okay, got to hang out with these bitches. Time to drink.
There's a point where you have to drink, or you know it's going to be a long day. You know, the drunker you get, the blurred the day is.
Yes, and you're like, oh, liquid courage. I need the liquid courage.
Yes.
Get me through this.
But no, I think cheers, it's amazing. And also, I think the older you get, like for me, the older I get, the harder it is to really rally. So for me, 50% is a whole lot. Like, oh my gosh, that is like me being in bed all day to me, like walking down the street, you know?
Oh my gosh. For a limited time, our friends at Cheers are giving Weekly Dose of BS listeners a chance to try out Cheers Restore for free. To take advantage of this offer, simply go to takecheers.com/weeklydose. That's takecheers.com/weeklydose. Just take the 30-second quiz, pay $1 for shipping, and your 4-dose sample bottle will be on its way, along with a free gift. Again, that's takecheers.com/weeklydose to get your first 4 doses of Cheers Restore for just $1.
It is so worth that $1.
I know. Cheers. It's the best thing to
so
happen
worth
to
that
alcohol
$1.
since
Because here's the
alcohol.
deal. People spend over $100 getting those stinking IVs, right?
That is
So they
so
feel
true.
better. You can take like Cheers, and I think
No, I have a membership to that, and since Cheers, I haven't been going.
really
You cancel
That's
that.
true story.
that is amazing.
You cancel that membership.
You do need to
know.
cancel that membership and buy some Cheers with it.
Yes. Okay, so if y'all were to do something after Housewives, like a show, what would you do?
Oh, you know what? We talked about this, I think, a few episodes ago, and we didn't have a good answer. But I was at the gym at Equinox, walking on the treadmill, looking up, watching the shows, and there was a show that I was like, that is a show that sums up my life.
Which is?
Naked and Afraid.
Oh. I think it's going to be like the Food Channel
Oh
or
my
something.
gosh.
I could do Naked and Afraid because I feel like all you have to do is just survive.
That's true. Is that how you
And
feel
they
on the
blur
show?
out all
You
your
have to
lady
be
bits.
naked?
Yeah, we could do it.
Gosh.
The girl had a sack over her hootie haw. I don't know how much you earn, but I've really thought about that. I
I don't know.
that-
What do you win? It's like $100,000 if you survive?
I have no idea. I've never seen this show.
Or do you just bragging rights?
Because American Ninja Warrior, there's no way I could ever do that. I would never make it.
They have a course here. We should go do it.
Should go do it.
Where?
Yeah, they do. I believe it's in Frisco.
No
So
way.
I was
I believe it
watching.
is. Yeah, like the guys that are literally on the show run it.
Oh, okay. So we need to get in that because I was watching it with my 2 kids yesterday, and they're with NBC Universal, which is also with Bravo.
Yes. Wait. I think I
We
have his number.
should go to one of
We should
their.
call him.
We should call him and have him get us tickets because I would be the coolest mom ever.
Oh, that is so cool.
Wait. Hold
Yes.
on. Let me see. I think I put him in here as Ninja Warrior.
Oh my gosh, Brandi!
I did. I
Okay,
did.
good.
We
Text
should call him.
him
You
and
may call him.
Sure. This is the most random. Can you
wait.
get us tickets?
He's probably sleeping.
Well,
Why is your phone?
Your call has been forwarded to an
Oh, that's
automated
weird.
voice messaging system. At the tone, please record your message. When you've finished recording, you may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Hi, Elliot. This is Brandi Redmond and
Stephanie Holman. We would like tickets for free to go take our children to watch American Ninja Warrior. Call us back.
yeah, call us back. You're on our podcast, Weekly Dose of BS, and we were going to talk to you about being a Ninja Warrior and to figure out how we could get Stephanie on that show.
Oh God, no! That is the one thing I said I could not do. No.
Call us back.
No.
Yeah, see?
Oh my God, that would be so embarrassing. I would not make it past the first thing. I would I think the first thing's like a balancing beam. I would already lose. I would be in the water immediately.
Brandi, what show would you be on?
What
Like
show
next, or
would I
what,
be
do you, what would you like see yourself doing next?
on? I would love to do I know it's like a far dream, but I would love to do SNL. That'd be fun.
Oh. They should do a Housewives episode of SNL. That would be
Yes.
so good.
Yeah.
Yes, and I could call in and my Naked and Afraid
That'd be your skit.
location.
Oh my gosh. Well, yeah. But did you see the one where they did the SNL skit of the Disney princesses as housewives?
Yes.
It was so good.
That was
It was
good.
Lindsay
so
Lohan
good.
doing it. Yeah, it was so good.
That was really good.
Oh, I would love that.
Well, that's all my questions. Those are all the questions that even I didn't know the answers to. So I know that no one else did. So
That is very good,
I'm excited
Trey.
for y'all's season 4 premiere.
Yes.
A month from today.
We are so excited.
We are going to be okay. So every podcast, like every week, we will get like a little bit more anxiety.
Are y'all ready for this? Are y'all ready?
Because we are not. I think that's the scariest thing. Like we get the episodes a few days early, and that's probably the most terrifying thing, more so than it even airing. Because whenever I watch it, I get so stressed out. So we have solidified our tour dates for those of you who have been asking, and we are going to push them out on social media really, really soon. And we hope you all can make it, and it will be so much fun. We will have lots of wine.
Yes.
So
Coming
make sure
to
you're
a
following
city
BS the
near
podcast
you.
on Instagram
Yes.
for updates on that.
Absolutely. And we hope you all can make it. And yeah.
Yeah, let's sell it out.
Are you nervous, Trey?
I know.
No, for what?
Randy, are you nervous?
About the tour?
Yeah.
No, I think I'm more nervous about the show coming out.
Yeah. No, I feel like that's the good thing. Like when we do the tour
Yeah.
will be fun.
The tour is going to be fun, especially hanging out with people that like us.
Yeah. If you don't like us,
Don't come.
yeah, please do not come.
Yes, yeah. It'll be fun, and we're excited to hang out with y'all and see your faces, and
And
we
see
wanna
your cities.
Yeah,
Yeah.
faux show.
Cool.
And have a break from our children.
Oh. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Well, you can follow me on Insta and Twitter at Brandi Redmond.
And Steph Holman on Instagram and Twitter, as well as our podcast at BS the Podcast. Thank you guys so much for hanging out.
Yay. See you next week.